Part 3. The English ships also set sail for the Portuguese ship. In the cold waters of the English Channel, the Sea Wraith and her sister ship, the Thorn, sailed with deadly purpose. Captain Harrow was no ordinary sailor. He had once served in Her Majesty's Navy, but had turned to privateering with a taste for blood and gold. His source in Seville had spoken of a heavily laden Portuguese galleon, bound for Lisbon from Brazil. Its route, cargo, and even defensive strength were known. Harrow's eyes had gleamed at the thought. With only a skeleton fleet to protect Portuguese trade, this was their chance. By the time the Santa Esperança was a week into the Atlantic, the English ships were already following her path. Harrow moved like a predator, hiding behind the curve of the sea, watching her trail, matching her pace. He had no intention of sinking her, only of bleeding her dry. Aboard the Sea Wraith, the English crew made ready. Grappling hooks, flintlocks, and swords were cleaned and prepared. Harrow stood at the helm, whispering to the sea, "Run all you want, little dove. We will catch you." Part 4. The Portuguese ship gets robbed by the English ship. It was dawn when the sails of the Sea Wraith were spotted on the western horizon. A cry went out from the crow's nest of the Santa Esperança, and panic rippled through the deck. Captain Ferreira took the wheel, barking orders. The ship turned northeast, sails full, cannon crews manning their stations. But the Sea Wraith was faster. As the sun climbed higher, the two ships danced on the sea like ancient rivals. Cannonballs tore through the water, splinters flying. The Portuguese fired first, catching the English ship's side, but the English returned with brutal precision, smashing the Santa Esperança's stern railing and disabling her rudder. Then came the grappling hooks. Dozens of Englishmen swung onto the deck, shouting, blades clashing with bayonets. Smoke and blood filled the air. Captain Ferreira fought like a lion, holding off 3 attackers before a blow to the back of his head brought him down. The fighting ended quickly after that. Captain Harrow strode across the blood-slicked deck of the Santa Esperança, his boots tapping on the timbers. He ordered the cargo hold opened. Crates were smashed, gold revealed, cloth torn aside to reveal emeralds and fine sugar. The English hauled it all aboard their ships. To the surviving Portuguese crew, Harrow gave a grim warning, "Tell your king the sea has new laws." With the galleon stripped, the Sea Wraith and the Thorn vanished into the fog as quickly as they had come. Part 5. The End, Shadows and Echoes. The Santa Esperança, wounded but afloat, limped toward Lisbon under makeshift sails.